Hi, my name's Robin Flynn. I'm a bookkeeper, and today I'm going to give you a quick run through of my waiting on client view and how that looks in ClickUp. So what I'll do is quickly run through it with you, and then I'll show you how to set it up for yourself if you're interested. It does have an AI component in it, but even if you don't have AI in your ClickUp, I would suggest that you might still find it useful just to be able to view the comments that you have on each of these tasks. So let me go through from the start for you and just show you what it looks like. To start with, it's just a list, but I have pinned it and I have also favorited it because it sits up here and I can use it every morning. Each morning I come in and one of the first things I do is just check this waiting on client list or view so that I can see what the hold up is and whether anything can move forward or whether I need to do a follow-up. So I've got a list of all of the tasks here that are waiting on client information, and that is just in the status here, waiting on client. And then I've got a column which is comments, and this is where if you don't have AI, this could be handy for you anyway, if you don't add this AI summary. It's just a list of the comments, and if I click on here you can see that there's two comments. One is waiting on bank statements and the other one is bank statements received. So generally, if you're going to look at the comments, you would actually click into the task and see them here. But by adding this column to this view, it's easy to just click on it and see what the comments are. Waiting on final payroll for this month. And you can also add a comment straight from this screen. So you don't actually have to click into the task. You can just click here and say, waiting on pay as you go figure to be, I don't know, check with ATO to say. And so that's now got a comment on it. Now, if you do have AI, then you can also add this AI summary, and I'm just going to refresh this so you can see what it looks like. And that comment that I just added here now populates in here. So you can see this one up here says previously delayed due to missing bank statements. Bank statements have now been received, so work can continue. This one is waiting on final payroll for this month from the client. So I can quickly sort of scan down and see if there's anything, yes, I'm still waiting on these things, or no, I've got that now. Let's mark that as in progress. So this is just such a handy view to have, and it's one that I rely on every morning. So if you're interested in doing this, in setting this up, I'm going to quickly run you through how to set it up for yourself. So the first thing that you need to do is have the status, which is waiting on client. So you click on the three dots here, which is click on the status and then click on the three dots, edit statuses, and just make sure that you've got one called waiting on client. So if you don't, just click here, add it, save it, and then you'll have that status. And then the next thing that you do is just create a list. I'll do this now and then I'll come back. So I don't want it grouped. So this is a list of all of the tasks that are outstanding for all of these clients. But what you would do is just go filter by status. The status is, where are we? Waiting on client. And there you go, then you've got them all. So just clicking back to mine, so you would do a list, you would call it waiting on client. If you click here, you can go rename and call it waiting on client. So I would go, waiting on client, and pin it, and then also add it to your favorites. I'll just remove mine. So you see it disappears from up here, but if you click on here, go add to favorites. And then it's going to sit up there nice and easy for you to click on each morning. So you've got your tasks, any other information that you might want to have. You might want due dates, you might not want due dates. This comments one, all you do is come over to the plus sign, click here and type in comments and then toggle that on. And the same with summary AI. If you go to the plus sign, you can see up here it says AI fields and you've got one here, summary. So just add that, just click on that and then that will show up. Now, I have adjusted this a little bit. I'm just going to click on this and go edit field. What I found was that it was giving me too much of a lead in. It was saying, you know, doing a little bit of a story like this task has been assigned to someone and this task is about. I didn't want that. So I've put in here, do not include who is assigned the task. Do not include introduction like this task at the start. Just go straight to the bullet points that are holding up the task progress. So what I'll do is I'll just, I'll copy that and I'll add that down below for you. If you want to set this up yourself, you can grab that, that content so that you can add that as your summary. And what that will do is you'll have this whole view then set up with everything that you need to be able to stay on top of all of the tasks that are waiting on information to come back from your client or just being held up by your client. There's many different reasons. Now I'm just going to show you one last thing, and it is an automation. Some people probably are not using automations at all. Some people are probably well across them, but let me show you how to set it up. If this is the first time you've set up an automation, this is a perfect one to do because it's not going to mess with any of your tasks. So come over to your client hub level. So all your clients are listed underneath, and click on the three dots and go to automations. You can see I've got one set up here and I'll show you what it looks like. It says the trigger is every day at 7 a.m. starting on Friday because it's today. So that's the trigger at 7 a.m. every day. The action is it's not actually set a custom field, we will refresh the AI field summary and hit save. And what that means is at 7 o'clock every morning, this field is going to be automatically updated for me. So at the moment, if I wanted to refresh it, I would just come to that little icon and hit that button and go refresh, and it will do that for me. But by setting that automation, what that means is at 7 o'clock every morning, this summary is going to be automatically updated for me with anything that people might have had comments during the day yesterday. And this will be automatically updated for me, so I can do a quick scroll down and just see what the progress is. Now I'm just going to come back to that automation again, and I'm just going to show you how to set it up. So again, come to the client hub and go to automations and go add automation. And this is the exact automation that I've got. So the trigger is every, and not weekly on Friday, we're going to do it every day, and not 8 a.m, we're going to do 7 a.m. Or if you start earlier than that, you can change it to earlier than that. And it's starting on Friday because it's today. So that's the trigger, and then the action will be to refresh the AI field summary and just go create. It's not going to let me create it because I've already got one. Yep, see it says, yep. So it won't let me create it again, but I just wanted to show you exactly how to create that automation, because it's not one that's going to move any tasks or do anything to it. It's just going to update that summary. And so, especially if that's your first automation, that's a really nice one to start with, because the worst it's going to do is update the summary. So I hope this has been really helpful for you. I am going to leave that the text block that I add in that summary field, where it says tell AI how to fill out this field, I'm going to give you that exact content so that if you want to copy this, you can use that and come up with exactly the same waiting on client view that I've got here. I really hope that's been helpful for you, and thank you very much for watching.